Hello, it's Sally, and I have another question. This one's very serious, and it is, how do I stop being depressed when I'm depressed? That's a very sad thing, but it could also be, how do I change from one state to the next? And I'm going to make sure this guy's quiet. Okay, so how do I change from one state to the next? Here's the thing. We as people, well, in our personal experiences, have a hard time remembering what life was like in any other state than what we're in exactly right now. I'm going to say that again. We have, as people, have a very hard time remembering what life is like in any other emotional state than the one we're in right now. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that it is difficult for us to remember. So what do? They're talking to me. So this is the first thing. There are some practical things you can do, like a gratitude jar, or a good accomplishments jar, or a things that bring me joy jar. And this is what they mean. Where it doesn't even have to be a jar, but it has to be a receptacle where you can pull out random ideas. You write down, when you're in a happy mood, all the things that you love and all the things that you're feeling wonderful about. And you put them on tiny slips of paper. And you put them into a cup or a mug or something like this. And you randomly pull something out when you're feeling bad to jolt your mind into remembering something that is good. So you can re-invoke the feeling of goodness. Because remember, when you're in a state of sadness, you have this energetic loop, and you get stuck. And you can get stuck happy, but that it's a lot more rare than getting stuck sad. People get stuck sad pretty easily, or angry, or any other emotion. You'll loop, and you keep re-triggering yourself and deepening the things. Now, another thing that helps us stay stuck is when we don't have a problem resolved. If there is a problem we're having in a relationship and it's not resolved, and we're going to keep revisiting and revisiting and revisiting. So how do you stop that? Well, the first thing this is, change the physical place where you are. If you're inside, go outside. If you're outside, go inside. If you're upstairs, go downstairs. If you're in a shopping mall, go home. It doesn't matter. Just change your physical state, because that will change the energy and the information that's being received by your body. The next thing you do, if you've been sedentary for a long time, get up and walk around. If you've been walking a lot, sit down and rest. Change your physical activity. It's been known frequently that if you exercise, you feel better. And usually when you're sad, you tend to sit. And you do one of two things. You either starve yourself or you eat a lot. So change that state. If you've been starving yourself, then eat something. If you've been eating a great deal, then go on a very short water fast. That'll help change your state. The thing is when you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you will get the same results. Now, I'm not saying that it's don't have a routine. Routines are very important for us. Going to bed at the same time. Our physical body loves the rhythm that a routine creates. But I'm saying that if you're going to focus on one thing and only focus on that one thing, you're going to stay in that state. So the next thing you can do to change from a state of chronic sadness is diversion. And I don't mean chemical diversion. I mean divert your mind in some way, either by reading a funny book, watching a funny movie, speaking with community. If you have no community, ask yourself a question. How can I create a community of people that I can talk to? Internet chat rooms, that's the age-old way, but there are other ways too. Then the last thing you do, once you've changed your state, is you look back and you ask yourself, how did I get in the state that I was in before. Not why, but how. Or how can I prevent myself from going into that state? You can't do it when you're in the state. You have to do it when you're in a different state. So you want to look back and say, what did I learn? What did I learn? Do I see a rhythm, a routine, a pattern of creating this state? And is it that I get angry with somebody and then I don't speak my truth, and then that anger turns inward and I become depressed? Is it that I'm frustrated? I repeatedly allow myself to notice and feel a lack in my life rather than focusing on what is very, very abundant and wonderful in my life. Because not all lives are dark and not all lives are light. But when you focus on the darkness, you'll get more darkness. And when you focus on the light, you'll get more light. It's very simple. It's as simple as the rule is, if you fill your face with it, you'll get more. And let's think about this. Have you ever done something like a physical task for long hours, like picking blueberries or cleaning something, and then you close your eyes and all you see are that thing that you've just been doing for a very, very long time? That is the energy of attraction. You've focused on that, and that's what you get. It's a very simple way of noticing it. So what the guides are saying is, here's the pattern. First, do some activity that will change your state. Number two, look back and say, is there a pattern to the state? Is it a pattern of unresolved? Is it a pattern of focus? Is it a pattern of action or inaction? And then the last question is, how can I prevent this from happening in the future? Now, if you guys like this that I'm doing, please give me some feedback. Join my channel. You can join my mailing list and get these videos in your inbox. I'll give you a link to my website, which is sallyreed.com, and it's come by and visit. I have a number of free Facebook challenges. There's a 10-day to feeling better Facebook challenge. If you look it up, I think it's literally called 10 days to feeling better challenge, and it's a Facebook group. Just ask to join. And in this 10-day challenge, I give you lots of different tips and pointers, practical things for you to feel emotionally and physically better by the end of 10 days. Because whatever state you're in, if you don't like it, you have the power to change it. You may not believe you have the power, but you do have the power. Thanks so much. And until next time, it's Sally Reed. Bye-bye.